In this video, we're going to be talking about training masters athletes. Let's get started. When we hear the term masters athletes, it's natural for our thoughts to gravitate towards the aspect of age. Commonly, this term refers to athletes aged 35 and above, though in some disciplines like swimming, this designation can apply to those in their late 20s as well. But to pigeonhole these athletes solely based on their age would be an oversight. Delving deeper into the profiles of these athletes reveals a tapestry of rich sporting histories. A considerable fraction of this group has tasted success and glory in their younger days, having stood on podiums or broken records. Their age, then, isn't a reflection of diminished capability, but rather a testament to their enduring passion for the sport. When charting out training plans for them, it's not merely about their chronological age. It's about their synthesizing their extensive athletic backgrounds with the evolving needs of their bodies. Unlike younger athletes, they may need more nuanced training plans. This could involve crafting schedules that intersperse rigorous training periods with extended recovery, giving the body's changed recuperation pace. It's also crucial to have an in-depth understanding of their past injuries or chronic issues to ensure training doesn't exacerbate them. As the years roll by, one of the most evident transformation happens in our muscles. Imagine our muscles as elastic bands. In our youth, these bands are supple and stretchy, allowing us to jump, run, and lift with ease. But as we age, these bands lose some of their elasticity. They don't snap back as quickly as they used to. As a result, movements that were once second nature, like sprinting after a bus or picking up a heavy box, might now come with a pinch of strain. The rate of muscle tissue regeneration slows down, which means that after a day of heavy gardening or playing with grandkids, you might feel a bit sore or need more time to recuperate. Now let's talk about the bones, the very framework that holds us upright. When we are young, our bones are dense and robust, similar to a freshly built concrete pillar. However, as time goes by, the concrete, or in our case, the bone mass, starts eroding and making it less sturdy. This condition, known as osteoporosis, means our bones become more porous, almost like a sponge. This doesn't mean they'll crumble at the slightest touch, but they're more likely to fracture if there's a fall or significant impact. This is why it's common to hear of older individuals breaking a hip or wrist from what might seem like a minor slip. Lastly, we have the cardiovascular system, the powerhouse that fuels our daily activities. Our heart is like a tireless pump, working round the clock to ensure every part of our body gets the blood, and thereby the oxygen that it needs. But just like an old machine, its efficiency can reduce over time. It might need to work harder to pump the same amount of blood. Similarly, our lungs, which act as oxygen exchange hubs, might not be as effective in drawing oxygen or expelling carbon dioxide. Think of it like an aging air filter. While it still works, it might not capture and release air as seamlessly as before. This can lead to shortness of breath during activities or a longer time to catch one's breath after exertion. However, here's an intriguing observation. Masters athletes, who are individuals typically aged 35 and above who engage in regular sport or physical activities, seem to defy these age-related trends to an extent. Due to their consistent and disciplined activity regimes, they seem to have a buffer against the rapidity of these age-induced changes. While they do experience the same aging process, the decline in muscle strength, bone density, or cardiovascular efficiency is often at a gentler slope compared to their less active counterparts. It's like a well-maintained old car that runs smoother and longer than a neglected one. Working with masters athletes presents a unique blend of challenges and opportunities for trainers. Given the age factor, it's evident that their bodies won't respond to training stresses in the same way as younger athletes. Aging, after all, brings about certain physiological changes from reduced muscle elasticity to bone density concerns, and these factors cannot be ignored. But herein lies the art and science of training older athletes, or otherwise known as athletes with a high training age. The primary challenge is to recognize and respect the limitations age might introduce without making these limitations the defining aspect of their training. It's a delicate balance between pushing them enough to see progress and ensuring their safety and well-being. This requires trainers to be observant, empathetic, and adaptable. Resistance bands, as mentioned earlier, are a perfect illustration of this principle in action. These tools allow athletes to harness the benefits of resistance training, which is vital for maintaining muscle strength and bone density, without the potential risks associated with heavier weights. When used correctly, resistance bands can challenge the muscles across their full range of motion, promoting flexibility and strength together. Plus, they can be adjusted for various tension levels, accommodating the unique strength levels of each athlete. Another advantage of tools like resistance bands is their versatility. They can be incorporated into a plethora of exercises, from simple bicep curls to more complex full body movements. This versatility ensures that the athlete remains engaged and finds the workout stimulating. In essence, the success of training masters athletes lies in adaptability. It's about leveraging their experience, understanding their unique physical attributes, and creating a program that marries challenge with safety. With the right approach, these athletes can continue to thrive, pushing boundaries and setting new personal bests, regardless of their age. In the same way, when we talk about cardiovascular exercises for these athletes, it's not about pushing them to sprint at their fastest or climb the steepest hill. Instead, it's about consistent, paced, and comfortable endurance exercises. A steady jog, a prolonged swim, or a consistent cycling session can work wonders. These activities ensure the heart and lungs are engaged and efficient, but without pushing them to their breaking point. Delving into the world of a masters athlete, one finds not just a seasoned physique, but also a soul that brims with unmatched passion and an unwavering spirit. Their journey, spanning multiple decades, is a testament to their enduring zeal. Age may bring changes to their bodies, but their hearts remain as fervent as ever. Each of these seasoned athletes carries a unique motivation that fuels their journey. For some, the lure of competition with its electrifying rush and the taste of victory is irresistible. Others might find their stride powered by the health benefits that comes with staying active, relishing the improved vitality and wellness it offers. And then, there are those for whom the sheer joy and love for their sport is a calling impossible to ignore. It's about weaving a tapestry that ties together their physical needs with their emotional and psychological drivers. Recognizing and tapping into their intrinsic motivation can make the difference between a routine workout and a fulfilling training session. To ensure they remain engaged, variety becomes key. Introducing a diverse range of exercises ensures they are constantly challenged and intrigued. Targeting different muscle groups not only maximizes their physical benefits but also breaks the monotony. But physical training is just one side of the coin. Mental fortitude and focus are also critical. Incorporating exercises or techniques that foster mental strength, be it through meditation, visualization, or even sport-specific cognitive drills, can further hone their edge, ensuring they remain as sharp in mind as they are in body. When we picture older athletes, many of us might imagine them slowing down, taking things easy, or maybe even avoiding any vigorous activity. There's this common myth that as we get older, our bodies can't handle intense exercises, especially things like lifting heavy weights. Many believe that as we age, our bones and muscles become more delicate, making us more likely to get hurt. However, if you turn your attention to the world of masters athletes, which includes those usually 35 years old and up, you'll see a completely different story. Time and time again, these seasoned sports people prove that age doesn't hold them back. They're not just participating in challenging workouts, they're thriving in them, showcasing strength and endurance that could rival their younger counterparts. These older athletes are like real-life superheroes, breaking the mold society has set for them. They're showing everyone that getting older doesn't mean you have to hang up your running shoes or put away your weights. Instead, they're proof that with determination, passion, and the right kind of training, age really can be just a number. It's a testament to the fact that our bodies are capable of amazing things at any age, as long as we treat them right and keep pushing our limits. The key to their success lies in the principle of personalization. Just as a tailor would customize a suit to fit an individual perfectly, training programs for older athletes should be designed keeping in view their unique strengths, weaknesses, and goals. It's a mistake to pigeonhole athletes based on age alone. Instead, a comprehensive assessment of their physical capabilities should be the guiding principle in their training program. A well-rounded training plan typically includes both aerobic exercises, which improves the heart and lung efficiency, and anaerobic exercises, which builds strength and muscle mass. For example, jogging, an aerobic exercise, enhances cardiovascular endurance by increasing the heart rate over a sustained period. On the other hand, weight training, an anaerobic activity, focuses on short bursts of effort to increase muscle strength and power. Together, they offer a balanced workout that covers all bases, from boosting stamina to building muscle. But it's not enough to just introduce these exercises. Older athletes should be educated about the logic behind each activity. Why is jogging beneficial for their heart? How does weight training strengthen their bones and muscles? When they understand the science and safety behind these exercises, they are more likely to approach them with confidence. This knowledge not only empowers them to make informed decisions about their training, but also arms them with the tools to challenge misconceptions they may encounter. So when we are training an older athlete, it's a beautiful blend of understanding their age-related challenges and leveraging their vast experience. This comprehensive approach ensures that their training is not just about physical enhancement, but also about mental fortitude and emotional satisfaction. The aging process comes with its challenges, but it also brings a depth of experience. To ensure that athletes, especially masters athletes, continue to perform at their best, it's essential to tailor training programs that cater specifically to the needs of the aging body. Let's now dive deep into the key principles of strength and conditioning for older athletes. Growing old comes with numerous changes in our bodies, one of which is the gradual loss of muscle mass. This is known as sarcopenia. Just like how the skin might start to wrinkle or our hair could thin out, our muscles too undergo their share of aging. In fact, by the time we are in our 30s, we could start to see the initial signs of muscle decline. If left unchecked, this loss can accumulate, with individuals potentially losing anywhere from 3 to 5% of their muscle mass every 10 years. Such a decline doesn't just affect the muscle size, but also impacts muscle function, leading to a decrease in overall strength as well as stamina. But here's the silver lining. This process isn't irreversible. Just as you would apply sunscreen to protect your skin or use hair products to reduce hair fall, there are proactive steps you can take to counteract muscle loss. A key weapon in this battle against sarcopenia is strength training. Strength training, in essence, challenges your muscles by making them work against some form of resistance. It could be weights, bands, or even the weight of your own body. By consistently practicing resistance training, you're sending a message to your muscles that they need to stay strong and resilient. To build a routine that keeps sarcopenia at bay, design a program that focuses on key muscle groups. Work on primary muscle groups such as the legs, chest, back, and arms. A well-rounded approach ensures all parts of the body remains robust. Use various tools to add resistance. Equipment like resistance bands, dumbbells, or barbells can be excellent tools. However, if you're just starting out or don't have access to these, bodyweight exercises like push-ups, squats, and lunges can also be very effective. Consistency is crucial. Like watering a plant, consistency is key when it comes to training. Aim for at least 2 to 3 times a week of strength training to see noticeable benefits. Adjust over time. As you progress, you'll need to increase the resistance or change exercises to ensure your muscles continue to be challenged. Flexibility and mobility, though closely related, serve different functions in our bodies. Flexibility is the measure of how far our muscles can stretch. Think of it as the elastic band quality of muscles. On the other hand, mobility pertains to the range of motion available at our joints. It's about how fluidly and comfortably we can move our joints, like the swinging of a door hinge. As the years accumulate, the body starts to display signs of wear and tear. One might start to notice that reaching down to tie shoelaces or picking up something from the ground isn't as effortless as it used to be. This tightening of muscles and reduced joint movement is a natural part of aging. Muscles might lose some of their elasticity and joints might not swing as freely, mainly due to the reduced synovial fluid, which acts as a lubricant for joints. Now that you see these changes, it becomes essential to implement daily routines to maintain or even enhance our flexibility and mobility. Regular stretching is the cornerstone of such routines. Dynamic stretches, which involves moving as you stretch, are a great way to start any workout. They prepare the body, increasing blood flow to the muscles and enhancing joint mobility. On the flip side, after a workout, static stretches where you hold a stretch for a given time can aid in muscle recovery and lengthening. To take things up a notch, consider integrating practices like yoga and tai chi. Both these activities not only promote muscle flexibility and joint mobility, but also offer benefits like improved mental well-being and focus. Alongside flexibility and mobility issues, aging can also make us more prone to balance and stability challenges. A slight loss of balance, which might have been inconsequential in younger years, can lead to significant injuries in later life. Thus, training to improve balance becomes pivotal. Simple exercises like standing on one leg or walking in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other, can make a world of difference. For those looking to challenge themselves further, equipment such as stability or Bosu balls introduce an element of instability, compelling the body to engage various muscles to maintain balance. Strength training is a cornerstone of maintaining physical health, especially as we age. But as with most things, the one-size-fits-all approach doesn't apply here. As our bodies mature, they go through changes that require us to adjust how we exercise. Recovery times might lengthen, and we might not have the same energy levels we once did. This doesn't mean strength training is off the table for us. It just means that we need to approach it more thoughtfully. Understand your starting point. Before you dive into any exercise regimen, it's essential to gauge where you stand. This isn't just about how much weight you can lift, but also about how your body reacts after a workout. Do you feel overly sore or fatigued? That's a sign to dial things back a little bit. Prioritize form over weight, especially in the beginning. The focus should be on getting the right movements. Starting with lighter weights allows you to perfect your form, reducing the risk of injury. It's better to do an exercise correctly with a lighter weight than to do it purely with a heavier one. Progress slowly and steadily. As you get comfortable, you can start to challenge yourself more. Instead of jumping to significantly heavier weights, increase them gradually. And as you do, consider reducing the number of repetitions you do in each set. This way, you're still building strength without overburdening your muscles. Listen to your body. This might sound cliched, but it's crucial. Pain beyond what is the usual workout burn is a warning sign. If an exercise feels too intense or causes discomfort, it's okay to take a step back. Incorporate rest and recovery. Muscle growth and repair happens during rest periods, not while you're lifting weights. Especially with an aging body, these rest periods become even more crucial. It's not about how often you work out, but how smartly you do it. Including rest days between heavy lifting sessions gives your muscles the time they need to recover, ensuring you're ready at your best for the next workout. In essence, strength training for the aging body is about balance. It's about pushing yourself, but within limits. Recognizing those limits might be different from what they were a decade ago, but with patience, persistence, and the right approach, strength training can continue to be a beneficial and rewarding part of one's journey, irrespective of your age. Even as we grow older, maintaining heart health and lung efficiency is pivotal. Cardiovascular training enhances endurance and overall fitness, benefiting not just athletic endeavors but also overall well-being. Introduce moderate intensity cardiovascular activities like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming. These can be done for longer durations without excessive strain. Interval training, where short bursts of high-intensity workouts are interspersed with recovery periods, can also be beneficial if done under the right guidance with caution. While aging does not bring specific physiological changes, with the right approach and tailored training regimens, masters athletes can continue to excel and enjoy their sport. Incorporating these principles of strength and conditioning ensures not just improved performance but also better health and longevity. Growing older doesn't mean an end to athletic adventures, but with age, understanding how to protect ourselves and recover right becomes crucial. Let's take a deep dive into injury prevention and recovery tailored for masters athletes. Aging is a universal process that affects every fiber of our being. For athletes, years of pushing their bodies to the limits means that signs of aging often manifest as accumulated wear and tear, especially in the joints and muscles. Over time, these seasoned athletes may find themselves more susceptible to injuries they once easily shrugged off in their youth. Tendinitis, for instance, is an inflammation of the tendons which connects muscles to bones. Given the repetitive stress athletes place on their tendons, whether it's from running, jumping, or lifting, it's no wonder that tendinitis becomes a common complaint as they age. Muscle strains, often a result of overstretching or sudden intense exertion, can become more frequent, primarily because aging muscles lose elasticity and may not be as conditioned as they once were. Joint issues too come into the spotlight. Years of impact and training can erode the cushioning cartilage, leading to discomfort and reduced mobility. However, being forewarned is forearmed. Understanding these potential pitfalls can significantly aid in sidestepping them. A common mistake many athletes make is abruptly altering intensity of their workouts. Maybe it's an attempt to recapture past glories or an overzealous reaction to a new training regimen. Whatever the reason, such sudden changes can shock the system, increasing the risk of injuries. Additionally, as we age, our body's ability to recover also slows down. Hence, packing in back-to-back intense training sessions without adequate recovery can be a recipe for injury. Prevention, as they say, is better than cure. And in the context of aging athletes, this mantra cannot be emphasized enough. One practical step is to invest in proper equipment. If you're a runner, ensure you're wearing supportive shoes that cushion the impact and offer stability. If you're into weightlifting, ensure the weights and machines you're using are in good condition and suitable for your strength levels. But beyond the tangible tools, the most potent weapon in an athlete's arsenal is self-awareness. Listening to one's body is crucial. If there's persistent pain or discomfort beyond the usual muscle soreness, it's a sign to ease up. Remember, the aim is longevity in the sport and continued enjoyment, not winning a short-term race at the expense of long-term health. Every great workout starts and ends with care. Masters athletes in particular benefit immensely from proper warm-ups and cool-downs. Starting with a 10-minute gentle warm-up like jogging or dynamic exercises gets the blood flowing and preps the muscles. Post-workout, a cool-down of around 10 minutes, including slower movements and stretching, helps in gradually reducing the heart rate and lessening muscle soreness. Think of it as easing your body into and out of exercise, giving it a safe space and time for transition. Rest days aren't just about doing nothing. For masters athletes, quality of recovery is more vital than the number of days taken. Active recovery, like a slow-paced walk or stretching, helps keep the body moving without putting stress on it. Remember, it's about healing and refreshing the body for the next activity. Listen to your body. If muscles are sore, consider lighter activities. If energy is good, maybe a light jog or swim could be ideal for you. In case an acute injury occurs, rehabilitation exercises, often guided by physical therapists, help regain lost strength or mobility after an injury. These exercises are tailored to the specific injury, ensuring a safe return to normal activity. Apart from exercises, therapies like massage, ice packs, or heat treatment can soothe pain and fast-track healing. Think of them as your toolkit to get back on your feet, strong and confident as ever. Have you ever heard of the term sleep on it? There's a good reason for that. Sleep is when our body heals. For masters athletes, a good 7 to 9 hours of sleep can make all the difference in muscle recovery and overall energy levels. And of course, let's not forget about food. Eating a balanced diet with enough proteins, vitamins, and hydration supports muscle repair and boosts overall health. It's like fueling your body with the best possible energy source, ensuring you're ready for the next challenge. Age is just a number, provided you have the right knowledge and tools at your disposal. By understanding the unique challenges and needs of a masters athlete, we can ensure that they continue to thrive in their sport, avoiding injuries and bouncing back stronger from any setbacks. After all, it's about enjoying the journey and making the most of every moment. Athletes, especially masters athletes, often need a blend of general fitness and specialized training. But how can we combine the two for optimal performance and daily function? Let's explore this integration. Every sport has its unique demands. Tennis players might need explosive lateral movements, while marathoners require long-lasting endurance. The first step is to list down what your sport's demands are. Is it agility, strength, speed, or stamina? Once identified, integrate exercises targeting these needs into your daily routine. For instance, if you're into basketball, practicing quick direction changes like zigzags can be a game changer. Understanding your sport's core needs helps in creating a fitness plan that's spot on. Functional training isn't merely a gym buzzword, it's the essence of translating fitness into practicality. Unlike the traditional approach that emphasizes isolated muscle workouts, functional training adopts a holistic philosophy. It doesn't just aim to sculpt the body, but also ensures that strength and flexibility gained assists in performing everyday tasks efficiently. Daily actions, whether it's bending to pick up a grocery bag or pushing a door, involves multiple muscle groups working in cohesion. The beauty of functional training lies in its ability to mimic these movements. For instance, exercises like squats are foundational. They don't just tone the legs, they prepare the body for actions like lifting and bending, which we often take for granted until they become a challenge. Similarly, push-ups, a staple form in functional training, reinforce the arms and chest muscles, mirroring the common pushing actions we engage in our day-to-day lives. Athletes find a unique advantage in functional training, given its tailor-made approach. Depending on the sport, the training drills and exercises can be fine-tuned to mirror the sport-specific demands. Consider a tennis player whose gameplay demands robust lateral movements and sharp reflexes. Agility drills and side lunges can become integral to their functional training regime. Contrastingly, a golfer would benefit more from rotational exercises that focus on the core, enhancing the power and precision of their swing. But beyond sports, the ultimate goal of functional training remains universal: to make daily life easier and more efficient. As age advances, even basic movements can pose challenges. Functional training acts as a buffer, ensuring our bodies remain adept at these tasks. Moreover, for those actively engaged in sports, this form of training not only fine-tunes their body to the specific demands, but also significantly reduces the risk of sports-related injuries. Starting with a strong foundation of general fitness is essential. Once this base is built, it's time to get more specific. For instance, if you have mastered endurance through jogging, you can then focus on sprinting to boost your soccer skills. Or, if you have built general strength with weightlifting, you can transition to sport-specific drills like baseball pitching exercises. Think of general training as your base layer. Once it's solid, add the specific skills on top to make your sports training more holistic. Consistency in one's sport is vital for mastery, but there's a fine line between dedication and overdoing it. Engaging in the same repetitive actions day in and day out can strain specific muscle groups, leading to overuse injuries. Over time, it's not just the body that feels this strain, the mind can also succumb to monotony. The repetitive nature of practicing one sport can become mundane, diminishing the initial passion and enthusiasm an athlete once felt. Enter cross-training, a holistic approach to fitness that encourages athletes to diversify their workout routines. Instead of solely focusing on the primary sport, athletes engage in physical activities to balance out the demands of their bodies. This multifaceted approach offers numerous benefits. For starters, it provides certain muscle groups which are continuously engaged in one sport some much needed rest. Consider a swimmer whose upper body, especially the shoulders and arms, endures rigorous workouts during every training session. By cycling, they can shift the focus to their lower body, giving the arms and shoulders a brief respite, all while continuing to enhance their cardiovascular fitness. Similarly, a runner whose legs bear the brunt of the impact with every stride can probably turn to something like yoga. Yoga doesn't just offer a gentler workout, it also improves flexibility, balance, and core strength. These are attributes that can complement a runner's primary training, making them more resilient and agile. But the benefits of cross-training aren't purely physical. Dabbling in different sports or workout routines can be a breath of fresh air, reigniting an athlete's passion. It introduces a new set of challenges, breaking the monotony, and instills a renewed sense of enthusiasm. Learning and growing in a new discipline can be invigorating, and that fresh excitement can spill over into the primary sport, thereby leading to improved performance. Moreover, an often underestimated advantage of cross-training is injury prevention. By distributing the physical load across different activities, athletes can mitigate the risks associated with repetitive strain. And if an injury does occur in their main sport, having a foundation in another activity means they can continue to train and maintain fitness without aggravating the injury. Now, periodization is just a term for planning your workouts over a period, often a year. For masters athletes, this ensures they peak at the right times, like before a competition, and at the same time recover adequately. Divide your training into phases. Foundation phase. Focus on building general strength and endurance. Next, the preparation phase. Here, get more specific with your sports needs. Then we have the peak phase. This is when you're at your best, often right before a competition. Last, recovery phase. Ease up, allowing your body to just heal and rejuvenate. And don't forget, enjoy the joys of your success. The idea is to build up, give it your all, and then allow the body to recover. It's a cycle that ensures consistent growth and reduces burnout risks. The sweet spot for any athlete, especially those who have garnered years of experience, lies in seamlessly merging general fitness principles with sport-specific drills. By understanding the demands, incorporating functional and varied workouts, and planning strategically, one can remain at the pinnacle of their performance, enjoying every step of their athletic journey. When it comes to masters athletes, the body isn't the only thing that needs training. The mind plays a significant role too. Many older athletes often wrestle with self-imposed limitations, thinking they're too old for certain activities. These mental barriers can sometimes be stronger than any physical constraint. Additionally, society might perpetuate stigmas about age and athletic performance, adding to the self-doubt. To overcome this, coaches and trainers should foster an environment of positivity. Conversations highlighting past achievements, stories of other successful master athletes, and reinforcing their current strengths can be a game changer. It's also valuable to address and debunk these age-related myths directly, empowering athletes to break free from the chains of limiting beliefs. When we talk about training, especially for masters athletes, it's not just about the physical workouts and routines. An often overlooked but equally important significant aspect is the environment in which they train, simultaneously the community that they're a part of. Imagine training in isolation versus being surrounded by a group of like-minded individuals who are all striving towards similar goals. The difference can be profound. A community acts as a safety net. On days when motivation dips or when challenges feel too daunting, the collective spirit of a community can be the wind beneath an athlete's wings. They can draw strength from others' experiences, be encouraged by their successes, and find solace in the shared challenges. The journey of a masters athlete, filled with its unique set of challenges given their age, can be deeply understood and empathized with their peers. Group training sessions or dedicated clubs for these older athletes can be the breeding ground for such supportive communities. Think of them as more than just training centers. They are spaces of camaraderie, mutual respect, and collective growth. Within these spaces, athletes can share stories, exchange tips, and even form lasting friendships. These interactions can be the difference between a tough, lonely journey and a fulfilling shared adventure. For trainers and coaches, fostering such a community environment can be game-changing. It's not just about instructing a workout. It's about weaving a tapestry of connections. Simple gestures like organizing team building activities, partnering athletes for certain exercises, or even setting up casual post training coffee chats can go a very long way. When athletes realize that they are not alone, that there's a whole tribe cheering for them, walking alongside them, their dedication and enthusiasm naturally soar. They are no longer just training for themselves, they are training for their community, and that's a very powerful motivator. Every athlete needs a direction and a purpose. For masters athletes, it's crucial that these goals are realistic, taking into account their unique strengths and areas that need improvement. Whether it's completing a 5K, lifting a certain weight, or just being more active daily, these goals give purpose to their training. Regular check-ins can be held to assess progress, adjust goals, and set new challenges. Along the way, every small win should be celebrated. Whether it's shaving off a few seconds from their run or successfully mastering a new technique. Recognizing these milestones boosts confidence and reaffirms their capabilities. Simple gestures like a congratulatory note, a shout out in the group, or even just a pat on the back can make all the difference for them. Physical training is just one side of the coin. Mental well-being is the other. Masters athletes, just like everyone else, juggle multiple responsibilities. Stress from personal and professional lives can bleed into their athletic performance, and vice versa. Trainers should be observant, recognizing signs of stress or burnout. Integrating relaxation techniques like deep breathing exercises, meditation, or even gentle yoga can help manage stress levels. Additionally, fostering open communication where athletes can express their concerns, fears, or just talk about their day can help alleviate mental burdens. An athlete who is mentally at ease will undeniably perform better and enjoy the process more. At the end of the day, the aim isn't just about achieving a specific goal or winning a race. It's about instilling a lifelong passion for movement. The joy of being active, the thrill of pushing one's boundaries, and the satisfaction of seeing progress should be at the heart of every training session. Sharing stories of lifelong athletes, introducing varied routines to keep things fresh, and emphasizing the holistic benefits of staying active, from better sleep to better mood, can keep this passion alive. Encourage participation in fun events, non-competitive sports days, or even just nature walks can further embed the love for movement. It's about making sure that even as they age, the zest for life and activity only grows stronger. While the physical training of masters athletes is undeniably important, the psychological and social dimensions hold equal, if not more, significance. By understanding and addressing these aspects, we can ensure a comprehensive, well-rounded training approach that caters to the whole individual, body, mind, and soul. To summarize, training masters athletes is a multifaceted endeavor that requires a deep understanding of both the physical and psychological nuances unique to this group. At its core, recognizing a masters athlete involves more than just acknowledging their age. These are individuals, typically aged 35 and above, who bring to the table a wealth of sporting experiences, perhaps even from their youth. Their journey through the athletic world has endowed them with a reservoir of knowledge, skill, and resilience. However, with the natural aging process comes physiological changes as well. Muscles might not retain the same strength as they once did. Bones might become less dense and more susceptible to fractures, and overall efficiency of the cardiovascular system might experience a dip. This is where the tailored strength and conditioning programs come in that is unique to their needs. The aim isn't about pushing them to the extremes, but crafting workout regimens that challenge them adequately while being acutely aware of their body's limitations. Injury prevention and recovery stand as paramount pillars in the training of older athletes. Given their age, some might be more prone to specific injuries, whereas others not as much. Recognizing these potential pitfalls allows for the creation of preventive strategies. This might mean adjusting workout intensities, ensuring ample recovery time, or using supportive equipment to minimize injury risk. Moreover, while a foundation in general fitness is essential, For masters athletes, it's crucial to blend this with sport-specific skills. This ensures that their training remains aligned with their sporting goals, keeping them both engaged and competitive. Beyond the physical dimension, we cannot overlook the psychological and social aspects that play a pivotal role in the master athlete's journey. Training isn't just about muscles and stamina, it's also about the heart and the mind. Some continue their athletic journey fueled by competition, while others are driven by the sheer passion for the sport or the health benefits it offers. Understanding these motivations provides a clearer roadmap for coaches and trainers. Furthermore, the value of social support cannot be understated. Being part of a community or group that shares similar experiences and challenges can be a significant motivating factor. It provides a platform for sharing, learning, and growing. In conclusion, the holistic training of masters athletes is an intricate blend of understanding their physical needs, acknowledging their psychological motivations, and providing a supportive social environment. It's about ensuring they remain not only active and competitive, but also deeply passionate and committed to their sports, regardless of their age.